Back in the book segment tonight, Water's World. Tonight we have a scientific approach to the segment. We asked 20 people in New York City's Bryant Park to assess the ISIS threat. Roll the tape.
What's going on with ISIS right now?
Oh, we're really going to do this in this question? Can we not do that?
As in the goddess, Isis?
Goddess of what?
The Egyptian goddess?
Is it a situation going on in overseas or something like that?
What do you mean, the ALS challenge?
There's this terrorist army that's running roughshod through Iraq and Syria.
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Okay, great.
2 Americans were beheaded. Did you know that?
Oh, I heard about it.
It's not happening here, but it's still affecting our world and affecting people in our world.
Unfortunately, they're running a very slick operation and covering ground really quickly.
What are you more afraid of, ISIS or ISIL?
ISIL?
ISIS is the CIA.
You think the CIA beheaded 2 American journalists?
Who else would do it but our own government?
What's the president's strategy to address ISIS?
I really don't have an answer to.
He doesn't have a strategy.
Probably right. It's like me, I don't have a strategy to why I'm still with my girlfriend. But
I guess he'll rely on the guys advising him to figure one out. So.
Like Biden?
Yeah, but he did say that he was going to degrade and destroy their efforts.
His strategy is backwards.
Do you know what his strategy is, though?
Bull.
Do you think Obama should send military personnel back to Iraq?
No.
He already did.
I don't think that the president has naturally any power to go ahead and do anything.
No Obama.
How would you fight terrorism?
I would fight terrorism with love.
Like, all sit in a room and just talk it out.
What if you're in that room and then they behead you?
We can talk it out from, like, a distance then, like...
Over the phone?
Yeah.
No, I think we have a problem with us sticking our noses in other people's business. And sometimes when that happens, there's consequences.
How would you neutralize the threat of ISIS?
I would take them down. I would try to go after them.
Follow them to the gates of hell?
Yeah.
Well, first I would sit down with whoever, ambassador, whoever's in charge of
the terrorist ambassador?
Sit down with them and try to work something out.
How do you work something out and negotiate with someone that beheads people?
Love one another and just, spread peace.
You want to love the terrorists?
No, I don't want to love... What are you, Fox News? That's why this is happening.
Good job. Like the collar.
Thank you.
It is Water. So the setup was I asked you to get 20 people.
Right.
All right. And I asked them cold about ISIS. Don't explain anything.
Right.
Out of the 20, how many knew what ISIS is?
8 people knew what ISIS was.
8 out of 20.
And that's a very generous interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Bill. I feel like very smart when I interview these people now.
There seemed to be 2 that really had an idea of what was going on.
Right.
2 out of 20?
2 out of 20 had a
10%.
real strong idea, and those were international people. A lot of people from South Africa, Great Britain, Australia. That's the kind of scene in Bryant Park because it's kind of, a fashionable district. There's a lot of commercial business
Bryant Park's in Midtown Manhattan, and people on their lunch hour go there, and you can get some food and sit out there.
Right.
It's kind of pleasant. So even on ISIS, even on this terrible story, most Americans have known.
Well, you'd think more people would know because the beheading was all over YouTube. It went viral.
Everywhere.
It's on Facebook and Twitter. So I actually think it's pretty good that only 8 people knew.
All right. I don't think so. I think it's sad. All right. Waters will be back on Monday with the powerful women edition of Waters World.
Yes, we're being very careful with this.
All right. I may have to have a sub to introduce that, but...